Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, Monday through Thursday. Now, I am going to, when we get to the main readings, which this is not, this is just the introduction. When we get to the main readings, I am going to use my Radley Valentine decks, my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and my Guardian Angel cards. I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this introduction, and I will put the timestamp so that you can just bypass this. I hope you watch it at least one time, but this will be on all of the readings, the same introduction. Like I said, you can bypass it. I will be reading with my Waite Rider Tarot cards, and I will try to just pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? It's a good thing for you to know your natal chart, and that way you can see, you can do cross readings or cross watching with your, your rising, ascending, moon, Jupiter. Jupiter is making some major changes on the 10th, and I've been talking about it. It is going into Aries season. This is where you're going to put your dreams and everything you've been wanting to work for, actually putting it out there. It will be there, I think, until like October-ish. Yeah, give or take. So this is, it's been in Pisces. Pisces has been dreamy. It's been making plans. Once it goes into Aries, it's really time for you to, just to put into motion those things that you've been thinking about, those things that you've been wanting to do. Now, we also have on the 10th, Mercury, which is in Gemini right now, going retrograde. Now, retrograde for Mercury, it usually goes retrograde 3 times a year. This time, it will go retrograde 4 times. I think that 4th one is December 30th or 31st, so it's like right at the change. Mercury, though, is a very fast energy, very fast movement. It's a lot has a lot to do with communication, your verbal, your speech. It has to do with electronics. Now, you can have problems with electronics when Mercury's not retrograde, but if you do need to buy something during retrograde, Mercury retrograde, make sure you get the warranty, okay? Or get the other protection that they put on it. A lot of people say to wait. I know that I'm always getting electrical shocks at the time when Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury retrograde again, remember Gemini air sign, so you could be hearing a lot of news. And again, Gemini can be very blunt and this is what you need to know. So, you could be hearing more news. People come back into your life. I look at this as a time when the universe tries to clear up and clean up a lot of the messes that we maybe have done in the natural. So it's the supernatural trying to clean out things or clean up things in the natural. Things that maybe, we were nudged to go right and we went left instead. So it's not always an easy time. It really does expand you and it does pull at you. But I have always been blessed in Mercury retrograde. Not necessarily felt it at the time, but when I can look back, it's like, I see the plan. I see it. Okay, so we have both of those things happening on the 10th. Now, I've been reading I follow people, and, I've been reading that some people were saying in the last day or two that the energies have been very still. And then I'm like, really? With that Uranus thing that just happened and all of that, I don't think so. And then I come to people that I really do follow a lot, and it's basically, nope, energies are still quite high. There's a lot of electromagnetic storms still happening. We do have that planet alignment. It's not as, tightened up as it will be on the 24th of June, but the planets are still working with each other. They're still talking. Okay, so our first one we have is a major arcana. Anything that is reversed has stronger message to me, so we're going to turn that over. So now and remember to watch the numbers. Numbers have meanings. So we have a 12. 12 is a 10 plus 2. 10 is transition, things moving forward. 2 is choices. It is crossroads. Now, the 0 of the 10, God, source energy, 1, new beginnings. You can add it all together. It becomes a 3. 3 is a very magical, very mystical number. The power of 3. You say something, do something 3 times. Very strong energy with that. Also celebration and creativity. Now, the Hanged Man in itself, the basic is just look at things differently. You don't have to do the same old, same old. But part of the Hanged Man is also submitting to whatever is going on in that supernatural realm, and just knowing that higher power will be, whatever all this is. It may not necessarily feel comfortable, but it's basically getting us ready for some bigger changes. Okay, so the Hanged Man is you look at things differently, yes, but be at peace as you do this. Be at peace as you wait. Be at peace as things start to transition. Okay? So let's go on. Well, let's cut the cards now and see what we have. I do have to thank people. I've been getting donations to my channel. I really want to thank you that do that. Some have gone through that super chat stuff, and I really don't know really what to do with that, but I thank you. I think, because I see that, and I thank you. Thank you. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. So there is something going on this week that we have to kind of let happen. We have to kind of see beyond what's going on with what, I kind of feel like with this Hanged Man, it's kind of like things aren't exactly as they appear. They are not as they appear. And we have to have some peace at this. We have to have some trust. We have to look beyond and look beneath the surface. So that could mean that there's going to be some wild stuff happening. But again, we have to be at peace. And again, things aren't the way they appear. Okay, let's see what this one has. The High Priestess, again, reversed. We have that 2. We have the 2, again, decisions, crossroads, choices. Now, the High Priestess, the thing about the Major Arcana is our journey through, it's the Fool's journey, which is our journey through the universal energies. The High Priestess is really coming to terms that there are a lot of things that we just don't know. The High Priestess is an oracle energy. It is reaching up, meditation, asking, hey, can you help me? Is there anything I really need to know? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm kind of at this crossroad. And, and just having that channeling energy that, with higher power or whoever that is for you. Could be your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors even. So, to me, it's my higher power. So if I say that, just know it's to whoever that is for you. So it's asking, what am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to know anything? Now, the High Priestess will only give you what you need to know for that time. I once asked, higher power, you give me this precognition, you give me this, why don't I know more or a little bit more definition to this? And basically the message came that said, if I gave you more, in which I've been getting more, but if I gave it all to you now, you wouldn't get out of bed. You wouldn't be able to cope. So the High Priestess is here to say, you'll get what you need as you need it. And so between these two, there is a lot of trust energy, but it's also a lot of trust in the supernatural energy here. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, I love this one. This is a 10. Again, that 10 energy. Transition, 1, new beginning, 0, God source energy. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles is our earth energy. It is our Taurus. We are definitely in Taurus. We have Virgo, also Capricorn. Remember, Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto, destruction, death, but then comes to a point where there is transformation. So there is something with that Pluto coming on. We've been through a lot of the destruction, a lot of the death. So now let's go into that transformation time. Let's go into that rebirth time also. But that's not necessarily what this is all about. The 10, the 10 of Pentacles is happy home, happy life, that even if we don't understand it, our needs are met. But also, too, sometimes it is okay to ask for something beyond just our needs. Sometimes we need to have a little bit of a sign. Sometimes we need to have a little bit of a comfort. So there is a little bit of our wants being met with the 10 of Pentacles also. Okay? I mean, it's really, you have child, man, woman, elderly, you have the animals, and things are all in a good spot, in a good place. So there's a lot of things that we may not understand this week. We may not, we're just going to have to come to a kind of a type of acceptance. We have to accept what spiritually we're being given, what intuitively we're being given. That Hanged Man, though, is really telling me, there's more going on. There's more going on than meets the physical eye. There is more going on in the spiritual realm, okay? But this is the physical realm, and this says everything will be okay for us, which a lot of times we need to know that. I mean, I need to know that. So let's see what we have. And these are our universal energies right here. So let's see what we have with the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. And let's ask Higher Power for the week of May 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. What do we have here? Just feel like I need to shuffle a little more. Okay, that's a good one. I like to cut. Like I said, 3, power of 3. Let's see. Okay, again, reversed. We have a 7. 7 is a divine number. I always say it's the divine umbrella. Sometimes it's divine intervention. A lot of times it's divine interference. It's kind of like, no, but I wanted to go there. Wrong answer, wrong door. And puts, it may not necessarily feel divine, but it puts you on the right track. And again, it's one of those things that you look back on and you go, now I can see why. Now, the crown chakras are energy sources. There are, people talk mostly about the 7 main ones, but there's chakras all over your body. And there's even some chakras outside of your body, too. The crown chakra is a supernatural chakra. It is at the top. It is that beautiful transcendent, it's the violets, that beautiful type of energy there. And I look at it as, I look at it as the, almost like an escalator. The set of escalators going up and going down at the same, they're right next to each other. It's communication with your higher power. It's communication with whoever that is that communicates with you. Now, I do love the crown chakra when I'm doing Reiki and I'm working on, the chakra energies. I don't necessarily see them, but I can feel them. I can feel their colors. I can feel their whatever. And it feels like when I'm working on it, like cut crystal, the crown chakra especially. And you can almost hear it. Well, I can hear it, feel it hum when it's in a good place. So the crown chakra, connecting with higher power, and being in a good place, and basically there's a lot of spirituality energy here. Again, the Hanged Man is look beneath the surfaces. If it, don't believe things at face value. I'm really getting that. Things will turn out better than we even hoped. Again, connect with your higher power. Okay? Interesting stuff. Again, we have Mercury Retrograde. And yet, did I tell you this, that Mercury right now, I was reading somebody saying that Mercury is, and I'm doing this on what date? Friday the 6th, that it's unusually still right now. What does that mean? I don't know, but it's unusually still. Anyway, if we have that, we have Mercury, Jupiter. Interesting times that we live in. Okay. Take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I really appreciate that you do. It really helps keep me on, so I really thank you for that. Okay, why don't we, is there anything else I need to say? Why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Cancers, and how are you? Well, let's see what higher power has to say today, okay? Let's see what we've got going here. Let's see. Come on, one more time. Let's go on. We're going to cut. We're going to shuffle. Higher power. What do you have to say to my... I always get surprised when they come out. I don't know why, but they are face down. We have two. They are face down. They are the flyers. Let's see what we've got. We'll cut for that third one. Here we go. Okay, 3 cards. These two reverse strong stuff. Here we go. Ah, the drama. Always drama. Never easy. Let it go. Let it go, my Cancers. You get through it. 5, change energy. Positive, negative, but still it's change. Gabriel, Leo energy. Sagittarius, it's also Aries. We are about to have Jupiter go into Aries. So whatever this change is, it will be very fortuitous for you. It will be fun for you. Let the change happen. It just seems so strong. It just seems so much against you. Let it just fly away. Fly away. Let it flow away if you can. It's nothing you can't handle. Many times, my Cancers, you're like, yeah, but I just don't want to handle it. Let it go, because you don't really have to. It's going to do what it's going to do anyway. Let it flow, okay? It's a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Your next card, again, these are the 2 that flew. The King of Raphael. So King's energy, because the court cards have dual energy. King's energy, underlying is our air energy. It is our Aquarius, Gemini, and also our Libra energy. It's very thought process. It's very strategic thinking. It's very planning. It's also hearing news. Raphael is your energy. It's also Scorpio and Pisces, kind, caring, very compassionate energy, very fluid, emotional energy here. So we have the King of Raphael. We have the wisdom of the ages with the King of Raphael, but we also have the emotional maturity. Now, because the King of Swords is very strict, very straight-laced, this is the way it has to be. But the King of Raphael sees the colors, sees the layers, has gone through a lot of his own emotional energies. So he knows those ups, he knows those downs. So whatever this is all about, if you've got the King of Raphael on your side, yes, ups, downs, but you know, the King protects you in many ways. The King also provides for you that emotional security. The King of Raphael also says, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust your heart. Yes, okay. Warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. And the last card is perspective. Perspective. Now, this is a 12. 12. Didn't we have the Hanged Man up front? I mean, on the introduction up front, the introduction. So whatever this is all about, trust your heart, trust your instincts, trust what you're doing, avoid the drama. Things are going to flow the way they're going to flow. Let them flow. I'm not saying that you be totally passive. You can direct the flow of this river. You can direct this flow, okay? Perspective, the Hanged Man also is saying be at peace, let things happen the way they need to happen. But it's not necessarily, like, again, I know it sounds passive. There's really not. You're doing the direction. You're helping it go where you want it to go and where it needs to go also. So perspective, we have the 12, 1, new beginning, 10s, transition, 2, crossroads, decisions, choices. Archangel Chamuel, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So there is, with the Hanged Man, there is a sense of acceptance, but it's not just acceptance of what, the physicality, man, whoever humans are telling you. There's an acceptance of where higher power wants this. So whenever you see this, and I talk about acceptance, or there's even a submission to this, it is not to the physical audience. It is not to that at all. So there is prayer with this. There is, invocation with this. There is meditation. There is really giving it to higher power. So there, whatever this is that's going on, there is a deeply emotional energy with it, but the King of Raphael says things are going to be better than you even think that they will be. Not always the outcome you expect it to be, but it will be the right outcome. The Five of Gabriel has all this drama, all these challenges. Again, the perspective is saying, hey, go for the outcome, go for your goal. Okay, don't want to try to, just whatever this is. It's not an easy energy, but when you kind of come into this place and you're like to higher power, okay, where you lead, I will go. That's where you need to go. Okay, so there has to be a trust with that also. Okay, guardian angels. Wow, that was a very deep reading. I hope you're okay, my Cancers. It will be okay. My guardian angels, what is this all about? What can you tell my wonderful Cancers? What can you tell my wonderful Cancers, my guardian angels? Here we go. Yeah, it is, a lot of this is go with the flow, but go with the spiritual flow, not the physical flow. So, and what that means, somebody tells you do this, and you're, says not to, then don't. Okay? So here we go. Not reversed. Ace of Emotion. So whatever this is, it brings about a new start in a new pathway for you. So Ace, one, new beginnings again. Emotion, cups, water energy, your energy. This cherub is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, or your current relationships will experience a reawakening. It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. And the King of Raphael says to open your heart. Okay? So, you're going to have to tell me what this is all about, because I can kind of see the pattern. I can see the weaving between all of this, but you're going to be the ones living it out. So let me know, my Cancers, okay? Now, let's see. But again, open your heart. Dare to be different. Challenges that will be resolved. Drama. Oh my gosh. Look at things a little bit differently. Look at them from a higher view. Look at them from, higher powers view. Okay. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. And I want to, because this, the reawakening, it's like a reawakening energy here too. That pulls my eyes towards it. It doesn't pull them out, but anyway, let's see what we have, which could be very dramatic, which could be still, it's especially if you're coming out of something that hasn't been healthy for you, this reawakening, it's kind of like, when your hand is asleep or something, or you're shaking it and it hurts a little more than it, and then all of a sudden it wakens. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I love about doing this, is that I get these messages and I'm like, I don't really have to know, do I? Okay, reversed. Black obsidian. Great one for you to carry. Okay. Strength, support during changes, everyday stress relief, clears negative energy. Get your, at Crystals and Curiosities, Treasure Village, where I have my booth, they have a lot of beaded black obsidian bracelets. Good. It's good. Anyway, my Cancers, take a moment, please. You get through this, whatever. And actually, it's much better it gets better. It really does here. Anyway, my Cancers, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Cancers, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.